Hello and welcome to another episode of Demo State. This time we're taking a look at the Thaumaturge. I really have no idea what this thing is about. I just looked at the screenshots at Steam Next Festival, and it looked quite interesting. So I hope we together can find out what this is about, and yeah, maybe get a glimpse of how the game works and see if it's any good or not. So let's dive in there. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or a temperancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add, tell father I'm writing bad checks in his name all over Europe.
From whom?
My name is Wiktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Caucasia. Wow. Okay. So here we are. I still have no clue what this is about, but it looks really interesting. Wow. Some pretty cool visuals there. Okay, so what do we got? You can move freely around all the locations. Okay. Shadows of sins past. Find the miracle worker in the village. Okay, we should be able to do that. Right, okay. Read. Lost letter, dear Anthony. It feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I'm losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I've fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me, Constantine. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anilka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Experience. Entry edit. Lost letter. Wait. Ooh, okay. Letter from Liga. Okay, that's the one that was read at the intro sequence. Conclusions. Story. Okay. Flaws. My grimoire. Okay, so there's a lot to read. I won't go through everything here. It seems like lots of information. Salutors. Oh, that's the guy that's following us around, I guess. Up here, my first salutor. He came to me more than 15 years ago, and I offered him my heart and the flaw of pride I carry by trying to capture others. I fell into a spiral of torment and exhaustion that cost me my connection to Upir. I can no longer use his power, nor ever fully see him. We are both shadows of our old selves. I cannot help him, but I've heard of someone who can. Maybe that's the one we try to seek out. That's father, that's Ligia. My dear sister Ligia. Oh, that's his sister. Okay. Wow. Transcaucasia. Owl flies through the woods, perches on a bow, and watches intently. Okay, that's where we are now. Some kind of small village. The Russian Empire. Right. So we get a journal. Okay, that's where probably our tasks will be listed. Should we go through those? I guess we'll come up with them later. What else do we got here? Read. Another letter. Okay. Alright, let's get that in. So... Okay, perception. Let's try perception. Seems like right mouse button. Okay. Interesting. Okay, there's a marker, I guess. Railway station. Okay. This kind of shows where I have to move. Let's get out there. Perception. Okay. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's action. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal easier. It's perception to follow the path to your goal. This looks absolutely beautiful. Especially in this perspective, this could be another hack and slay, like Diablo. Nice. Okay. Can we zoom in? Oh, that was too fast. Look at the snow disappearing. Okay. Tiflis Herald. Tragic events of August 29 have cast a shadow of the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by the minister Alexander Bulygin were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc and turmoil. 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. For some reason the world doesn't seem to like Russia. Okay, more and more. Wow, it's another one of those themes. The Steam Festival kind of got it. I don't know. I somehow picked the games that have a similar theme. Okay. That's the coachman.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
You came for some healing? Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. He prays a heck of a lot. You getting in or what?
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with. Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there past the little square up the steps. They'll tell you where that preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Journal updated. Okay, find the miracle worker in the tavern. Oh, this has some great detail. It's amazing. Okay, let's search around first. Maybe we find something. Okay, the tree gets kind of faded out. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, right. Does it do the same here? Yeah, okay. Can't go up there. Oh, look at that. Examine. Protective charm made of strings, sticks and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Book tucked you. Slide countryside for you. Okay, they seem to be selling something here. Little market. Potaria's Brisdola. Okay. Can handle keeping order. Okay, so what's here going on? There's something?
You guys already got what's yours this week?
Mulchat. We're here to keep order, and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, there! Nice boots. Are they warm?
Proud answer not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Show no fear. So you're just passing through. Okay, we're going for that.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, it'll come back to bite them.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
Either Znami. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Oh, okay. What's happening? Victory conditions. When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on bars below their feet. All your health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay, what am I supposed to do? The screen looks cool. Let's go for the one with 11. Health points and focus. Okay. Oh, start fight. Plan your attack. Select the skill icon above your opponent. Planned attack. Slow. 11 to 14. Inflicts damage. Quick attack. Inflicts damage. Okay, this one knocks him out cold. Let's do this one. Ouch! Okay, he's done. Dangerous. Actions queue. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they are planning, unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Skill speed. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Okay. That's with quick and slow. Let's go with a big one. Ouch.
serves the Ruskies right.
They won't
Thaumaturgy
report us.
point.
They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Okay, that was fun. Okay, what do we get? Wait. Let's check those. Belongings. Okay. Letter from Ligia. It's the first one since we were writing to each other from Louis the Poker. Okay. My grimoire. I never parted with it. Money. Revolver. Passport. Okay. Stereoscopic photographs. Fashion magazines. Seems like some sort of collectibles maybe. Sketches. Okay. Clothing. Fancy look. Right, okay. What else we got? Map. Ooh, look at that. Shadows of Sins Past. Okay. Wonder if you can wander around this one later. Okay, let's see. What else did we get? There were the conclusions. Okay, the village residents. You must collect all observations and uncover the secrets hidden within items in order to draw a conclusion. Okay, those should get collected here. And we got the... Ooh, okay. Thaumaturgy points. On the grimoire's cover, there are available thaumaturgy points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt Salutors to enable further development. Okay. So this is the skill progression, kind of. Heart. Force mind. Force deed. Force word. Okay, perception. This upgrades enables using perception on the dimension heart. Mind, deed, word. Oh, there's a bar down here. Oh, okay. Okay, there's a little bit to it. Okay, what do we get over here? Gamble. Oh, seem to be next skills then. Gives a 6% chance of dealing double damage. Restores focus. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in a suffering state. Thief of thought. Fortune. Gives 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action. That seems good, right? Okay, what are you guys there? Upir, your bond is weakened and in danger of collapsing. Wow! That's the guy following us around, right? Okay. Eerie intoxication inflicts damage, restores your health points by 1, which is half of what you've lost. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore less of it. Okay, Bloody Panas. Inflicts damage. Okay, target's health points determines how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health points, the higher the damage. Liberum Vito. Reduces focus. Remove all negative states from you. Okay, this is how you can kind of get rid of the focus of the enemies, maybe. Inflicts damage. Restores your health points by 1, which is half of what you've lost. Okay, not of this world. Somebody probably can fight too. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only Thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on the personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract Salutors and allow young Thaumaturges to make the pact with their first Salutor. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of the events in the future. Pride, my innate flaw. It got me into trouble on more than one occasion, but also kept me out of it sometimes too. It is an integral part of me. Upir follows this flaw. Increases the heart dimensions forced by 1. Okay. Upgrades. Oh boy. Buy upgrades with thaumaturgy points in the development panel. Once acquired, assign the upgrade to an attack to apply effect. Okay. Let's go by that one. 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action. Okay, available upgrades. Skill upgrades. Each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Take space? Okay, that's for these small little icons over here. So fortune probably makes more sense in the quick attack. Yeah. Okay, let's select it somehow. Okay, now it's put in there, right? Okay, quick attack, I got this one. Cool. That's neat. Right, okay. Let's continue. Let's head into the tavern. Pit? Good dog. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. Highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. News from Yerevan. Okay, that's how we get experience. Didn't saw kind of level or something like that, but I guess you progress more and more to get more of those points to spend. This looks pretty cool. You also can walk around with those buttons. It seems you can fully play it with a controller. That would be awesome as well. Yeah, that's the guy we're searching. Rasputin. Let's go.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected this thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Okay, let's see for ourselves.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
Yet you're not at the height of powers.
That's partly the issue I wanted to speak to you about.
Does that mean you give up?
That means I'll try, but I don't know.
All right, all right. I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads, time-worn prayer beads with dirty woolen knots. The seal rushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallows from owner's strong fingers. Object pulses the mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. Touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Trace certain, Rasputin. Okay, draw a conclusion. Rasputin's wish. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his adore. You've acquired the knowledge or context required to give a response, so that you know got everything you need.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Right, observations. Observations are information that you can acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Perception and objects. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. Traces. On some items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown. You see it for the first time. Familiar. You have seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain. You know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item. This is kind of... Don't think it should be like that. Use perception to reveal what is hidden. Okay. Let's find out what he wants to see. Okay, there's one and there's one. Dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from. Birds are clumped into the bowl like unwashed scraps from a recent meal. Neat lines of prayer float into the sky, swirl and fade, overtaken by the curse thrown out in a fit of passion. A hobbling cone. Rasputin's words. Even prayer can't dampen the wrath smoldering in Rasputin. Spiritual forces focus struggles under the weight of strong emotions. His calmness is a sham. He's no oasis of peace. Okay, another one was over here. Prayer book, or in a prayer book, containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. Vibrates with a languishing moan of delight. Touch of silk, the scent of curdly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Dimension 4 is too low. Deed 1, okay. Rasputin's passion. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Okay, right, this is locked, right? Because I don't have the skill to actually open it. Characters, Rasputin. Okay. There's another one. Alright, there.
I failed.
Dimension force too low, mine, hair cloth. Financial device for voluntary self-mortification of the body. Trace unknown. Dimension force too low, mine. Okay, so that's what they mean. I think that you have to advance in the different dimensions so that you can actually read those. Alright, okay. Tell us between what you found.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
You didn't like your breakfast. Buckwheat with venison fat. You cursed the person who prepared it. You called her a hobbling cunt, correct?
Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
I can't help but ask you about that young lady from Petersburg.
Careful, I'm starting to like you. But not enough to tell you about Petersburg. How do you think I might help you?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild Salutor, and that ended with me losing contact with my first Salutor. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
Say you can pay him well. No, we're prepared to beg.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Wiktor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me in.
Find the way. Where the hell are we? Is this a nightmare? Let's check. We need to get out of here. What's that sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a Salutor, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Okay. Whatever that was interesting. Find the person with the flaw that the wild Salutors are seeking and Rasputin at the cemetery. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Wow. Lots of stuff going on there. Let's go with Gamble. Perfect efficiency. Every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Leave of thought. Let's develop that one. Reduces focus. Inflicts damage. Strong attack. Okay, that's new. Yeah, let's put it in there. Diversion. Reduces focus. Okay, so we now got a skill with focus. Right, okay, let's head out there. Can we find something else in here? No. Multiple objectives. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one that you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path to follow. Sometimes this path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the quest. Right.
What do we have here?
Hidden observation. Okay.
They'll go gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Dropped apple, a bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling. Dropped the fruit basket and left this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. Consists of a heart fluttering and panic and a throat painfully clenched. Bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Vesna. Okay, there's a question mark. Rasputin's thoughts, hair cloth, dimension force to lone mind. Protective charm. Okay, we don't have a conclusion on this one. Alright, okay, there you can see what's fulfilled and what not. Rasputin's words, we got that. Okay, so we can close those off, I guess. These are the ones we're looking for, I guess, maybe? Extremely detailed world. Looks really beautiful. What's going on here?
What do we have here?
Dead goose. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotion carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sore taste of envy and the desire of all of Bogdan's property to go to hell. Salt on the doorstep. Protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Okay.
Over my dead body! I reject this verdict!
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away, you're attracting gawkers!
Not gawkers, a witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother, and this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too.
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
The conflicted neighbors. A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. We'll come to fisticuffs in a moment. Conclusion. Neighborly disputes. It seems that the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge. Classic of the genre. Make Anatoly calm down. Support the wise woman's verdict.
The grey-haired lady is right. Without an assessment of the stolen object's value or evidence it was stolen, this is just slander. And strangling geese is nothing short of mob justice.
And who asked you, smartass?
Don't worry, sir. When he sobers up, he'll apologize. It's only too bad about Goose.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Diary of an Oblate Priest. Here's some more. Unfinished letter. Okay. Something hidden here, maybe?
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Accuser of taking advantage of the superstitious villagers. Do I accuse her? Let's
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Do you mean Rasputin?
He didn't bring that evil spirit here. He draws on the spirit because he got folk to heal. But it's not him who brought it. We brought it on our own heads. And we've got to deal with it ourselves. I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a Bukovac.
But other places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Okay.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
That was interesting. Let's look more. Sorcerer and the Witch.
Am I sensing?
A wooden box. A hand-carved, elaborately painted wooden box. Box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evil the word carries with it. Trace unknown. Dish shards. Broken shards of a blue ceramic dish with the broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. Quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelled, screaming, finger-pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. Trace certain Vesna, okay. Domestic squabble. Difficult love, wooden box, Vesna, dropped apple. Alright. What else do we get? Oh, there's something. Damaged axe shaft. Damaged axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. Although it's already become moldly from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A lunar by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. Shafts overgrown with thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Trace familiar, impetuous person. Can draw a conclusion here? Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they are out of breath. But they persist, together, despite everything. Okay. Let's see. Who lives there?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any
Vesna,
guests
okay.
over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Okay, back in the fight, I guess. Just upgrades? Oh, right, okay. You could fiddle around with these before the fight goes off. Well, let's head in there. Strong attacks and focus. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all of their focus. Oh, that's what this is about. Causing them to enter the breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow the fight to end quicker. Select the distraction skill to lower an enemy's focus. That's that one. You and your Salutor each have your own separate set of skills. Plan which you want to use and give the Salutor an appropriate command. Okay, he can do his own attacks. Okay, they're both slow. Let's take the higher damage. Okay. Strong attack opportunity. The enemy has lost all of the focus and is now in the breakdown state. It's a great chance to launch a strong attack. Concussion. Let's do it. Okay, he can attack as well. That's awesome. He's gone. Off to the next one, I guess. Okay, and he's out of focus. Oh, we're much quicker with that one. Let's hit him. Okay, he can attack earlier. That must have hurt.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Village residents. If thinking interferes with their actions, so much the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reason. Something is not right here. Okay, village residents. Right. Can we not talk to her?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
Okay, there's nothing left, I guess. Okay, maybe go to the cemetery first. Rasputin at the cemetery. Let's see, anything back here? Or is he? No, okay. Let's check that one.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery? It's not like anyone there is gonna run away. Look, my horse is more dead than alive.
Coachman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. If I used my power, I should be able to change his attitude. Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Let's search around. Manipulation. Using Thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secret, which you can learn by making conclusions. The manipulate is available. The character interaction icon will change, and the upir will appear next to the character. Fair enough. There's something. Shovel. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. There's something down there. Rag. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag reeked with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire, and no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Tracer and the coachman. The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard to unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest that can relieve his suffering. Anything to see with the horse? No. Okay, how does that work?
I'm not going anywhere.
Make the coachman's fatigue go away.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery. I meant to take the horse out for a run, so get on.
Okay. Each year, the entire village is invited to Kaleki. Okay, couldn't read the rest. Right, here we are at the cemetery. Oh, we got 1 point. Relaxation. Restores focus. Dimension for his mind. Deed. Let's go for that one. Available upgrades. Restores focus. Okay, I don't know. reduces focus. Okay, if you break focus, we gain focus. That seems fair. Okay, let's check out the map. Okay, rural cemetery. Ah, there you go. Okay, there's the village. Feel at home among the wooden cottages clucking poultry if it weren't for the strange atmosphere that permeates every stretch of ground here. And there's the cemetery. Okay, so we cannot run around freely, but I guess there will pop up even more locations. Right, let's search around first. Okay, he's over there. What has happened here? Oh, there's something.
Damn it.
Oh no! Elder Vasily's grave. Indeed. Elder Vasily died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? To get more experience, actually. Take a look inside. Night observation. Seems nothing more around here. I just can't see it. Okay, let's talk to Rasputin.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words, sir, to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafiets.
Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good.
What sorts of things change in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
this could also be the work of a Salutor.
What do you mean?
The elder's death. Vasily's death was not peaceful. The elder died in the flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Wiktor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a Bukovac.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A Bukovac.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Superstitions. A woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lake. His name is Bukovac. Village residents. A peaceful and happy village. Not quite. The villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukovac. They're trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. Entry edit. Ooh, that's that guy. Okay, we saw him in the, yeah, kind of vision. Did we get another point? No, we don't have. Love to get that unlocked. Search Vasily's burned homestead. Burned homestead. Village. But maybe we can get to that wise old woman. No, let's go there first. Burned homestead. It is said that when entering this cursed land, one must turn to the right direction. Hate those subtitles when the loading screens aren't showing up long enough. What's the sense in it then? What's the point? Do you know everything? Okay, let's check around first.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Ragdoll. Charred ragdoll. It appears old. Doll is cracked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the vanish on age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Ooh, Tracer and Vesna. Alright, that's strange.
Maybe I will try later.
Belt. Charred old trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. Oh no, still too low. Door frame. A destroyed door frame. By some miracle it survived the fire. The lines of the wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words, carved sharply, as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a space that doesn't respond. Fear has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the doorframe. Fear of the flames, and trepidation about losing a loved one. Impetuous person. Still no clue what that means. Place of death. Dried bloodstain. It has soaked deep into the burnt boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body. The heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. What's he talking
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime.
Whoa.
The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer.
He looks scary.
I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Resonance tray. Same trace can be felt on the ragdoll and the item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. May be able to find her home and discover what's behind the jittery condition.
Wiktor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Oopsie.
Why the hurry, father? We are the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Say that the odds are uneven now. Say it wasn't you.
No, it must have been someone who looked like me.
Точно он.
Doesn't matter. At worst, we'll get the boots of your corpse.
There's somewhere else you have to get my boot out of.
Okay, back in a fight. Let's get on with it. Okay, he's taken care of. Ouch. Okay, maybe we can do 2 quick attacks. Like a charm.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these Salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Okay, nice fighting there. It's cool that the Salutor can help me, actually. Dimension force to load deed. Okay, we need deed. Where's deed? It's deed. Let's go with that one. Hope that helps. Reduce focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in a suffering state. Put it in there. Nice belt. Charred old trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. The buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. Pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice, it cuts deep, all the way to the soul. Lost in time. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Between sword. Dimension force to low mind. Right, the grave. We might now head to the grave, should we? Let's see if we can do that. Yes. Perception available, yeah. That's what I wanted to check out. Elder Vasily's grave. Elder Vasily died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Stone strikes against stone heavily, guided by a hateful hand. Blows carry anger, despair, chaos. Tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing a grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Okay. Story, intent, thaumaturge, perception. Okay, wow. There's a lot to it. Person with a flaw connected to the murder. Okay, let's get back in the village. Do we need to head back to the inn? Let's check that out again. Maybe we can find some more over there. Oop. There we go. but I don't think there's anything over here left. No, okay. Let's check out that wise older woman.
Thaumaturgy never fails me. There is something here.
Oh, look at that. Did I overlook that? Saint's icon. A hand-painted icon. I think this is Saint Thecla, the martyr. Wise woman's hands hover around the saint's head. They arrange themselves into gestures, subtle, pure snowflakes. Words of the spell sparkle like stars and sincerely beseech a haven for protection. For a girl who suffers evil on earth, who suffers too much of it. Lost in time.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Oh, here we go.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm, did it affect people badly?
Some less, others more. He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit. Have you got many more nosy questions?
Wise woman recollections. The wise woman revealed that Vesna thought help from her regarding her father's behavior. She was fed up with the violence he was inflicting on her.
You cursed him, didn't you? Vesna's father. You put some hex on him, right?
A spell. I help people, yes. Vesna had a problem with her father, and believes in curses, spells, and hexes. Is that all? Because, like I said, I don't want to waste time and die here gabbing with you.
The elder's temper. Vasily had a dark side. A man who was a rock for the entire village became an abuser at home. He tortured Vesna for many years, turning her life into a nightmare. Elder Vasily. Vasily's death has left its marks on the entire village. People became violent and full of aggression, still full of terrible memories of the fire. On top of that, apparently the elder was not a crystalline figure, and someone in the village holds a deep grudge against him. I need to look into this.
Vesna came here for help, didn't she? Vasily drank and beat her, and no one did anything about it. So you put that curse of yours on him.
I even went to talk to him. How did you know that?
I am a thaumaturge.
You people's magic. That's something I've got no faith in.
Go on.
For me giving Vasily a piece of my mind, he took it out on Vesna.
And then her husband walked in and killed Vasily, and he's the one my Salutor latched onto.
As for the second thing, could be. But it wasn't Luka that killed Vasily. It was Vesna.
Are you sure?
I was there. And until now, only two people knew what happened there. Vesna and me.
Don't be scared. I'll do my best to help you.
Then I think we have to talk to Vesna.
Okay, murderess. It was Vesna who murdered her father. She did it in a fit of passion. Her husband had nothing to do with the elder's death. Lost in time, Vesna's father was her tormentor. Fear guided her to the wise woman, who sought help for her with the support of earthly and heavenly forces. But that didn't work. Desperate, Vesna reached for the last resort. She murdered her cruel father, handing him over to nothingness. Lucas Trace. Okay. This will be interesting.
Please open up. There's no need to be afraid. Just open the door.
You're gonna wear yourself out banging the door like that. Can't you see nobody there?
I'm looking for Vesna. I have to speak to her.
Am I stopping you? Nobody there. I'm sure she went to see the hubby at work. Go bother them in the clearing instead of pounding on empty house door.
Thank you.
Go to the forest clearing. Right. Where is that? I guess she knew.
Again?
This time it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Vesna.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Not much to think about here. If we can help Vesna, then get this nag quick to clearing like Mr. Szulski asks.
Okay, here we are. Confront Vesna. It's snipping. Haha.
Vesna, child.
Not
We have
searching
to
around.
talk.
I'm not here to fight.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
I know what you did.
You don't know what you're saying.
On the contrary, she's the one who brought the Bukavach here. She killed Vasily. When the wise woman's spell didn't have an effect, you decided to finish him off yourself, didn't you? You're the one who killed your father.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, the Bukavach. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Whoa, this looks amazing. Fighting wild Salutors. To defeat a wild Salutor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bard tells you when the wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. Ooh, scary thing. Okay. Just upgrades? No. Let's start in. Doom. Cast Suffering. Receives damage 1 to 2 at the end of every round. Okay. No, that is Doom. Bugawatch has caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a binning or potentially deadly effect. Read the descriptions carefully. Don't get caught off guard. Suffering, okay. That's no good. Okay. Bruising hit. Okay, so let's stop you. You move to him. Damn it, couldn't stop. Okay, let's get rid of him. Oh, that worked. Awesome. Okay, should be enough. And knocked out.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Taming a Salutor. You defeat the Bugawatch, the D-dimension Salutor, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. He achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
Then kill me too. I was there. I saw everything. Vasily, bah. You're big men now. But when he was beating Vesna for years, no one lifted a finger. Bah. Now you're all so brave against her. Go home, pray better, and leave her alone.
Alright, okay. That was unexpected. I thought there would be a more bloody outcome there. Pawn is restored thanks to Rasputine's help. Nice. And we got Bukovac. Bloody wedding. Do Sirmian blow. Cool. Oh, there's someone. Well, it's residence. Okay, that's the one we got done, right? Difficult love. Trace Luca. Oh, we couldn't complete it, could we? Or at least we can complete it? I don't think we can go back. Huh, let's find out. Traveler.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Okay, this guy's odd.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Szulski, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Wiktor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Seems like we got company.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
The only person I consider close is my sister, but Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governors, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the whores.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Dear Wiktor, a feeling of déjà vu washed over me upon receiving your last telegram. Yet again, you're off traveling to some distant lands, while I stay here nursing the hope you will one day visit us in Warsaw. I miss the old days when things seemed so simple. Even if we already knew back then, we may never be truly free. I long for the chance to show you how much our city has changed. To let you hear all these different languages that now echo down the streets we once aimlessly wandered together. Yet all that is mere fantasy. The past is gone, never to return, it seems. Just like you, my dear brother, who risks his life in search of otherworldly beings and their hosts. Sometimes I think it is for the best that I do not share this gift with you and Papa. Maybe that's why I can see things more clearly, just as they are. Therefore, I beg you, Wiktor, come back to us and reconcile with your father. You never know when it will be too late. Affectionately, your sister, Ligia.
All right, and here we come to an end. Wow, that was quite the ending. I guess it was a trailer in the end. Right, that was the demo of the Thaumaturge. What an interesting mix. It has a really cool optic. I still really haven't kind of grasped the storyline back then. He's kind of an, I don't know. He's a mind-bending guy, mind-reading. I have no idea. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty cool. That you have to gather clues to figure out what kind of bugs people and what problems they have. And I don't know, is this a real thing? I'm not sure. So yeah, I guess the main story then continues in Warsaw, maybe. Could be. So yeah, that was the demo. I still have to make up my mind about it. But what we've seen so far, I actually like, because it's a really slow-paced game. Not much hectic in it, and you have a lot of time to wander around and admire the view, because it is really beautiful. The animations could be a little bit more precise and could have taken a little bit more finesse to make them more fluid, but apart from that, I think it's pretty cool. Voice acting was good. The theme is pretty fresh. So yeah, nice attempt in telling a story, I guess. And the beasts look really, really cool. I have to say that. So yeah, that was the Thaumaturge demo. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Please do take care, and bye-bye.